Hey guys, so in this lesson I'm going to deconstruct the bass line from one of my all-time favourite tunes. I really think it's one of the best bass lines, not only from a rhythmical point of view but also harmonic point of view, and will really help you learn how you can use a major scale to create bass lines. It's I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. Absolutely phenomenal bass line. Now the lesson that you're about to watch, and you're going to learn about all these shenanigans, the lesson you're about to watch is taken from a full course within the Academy where I deconstruct 10 of my favourite bass lines, all the chords, the rhythmic stuff that's going on, and I show you it piece by piece. So other than that, let's get on with the lesson. So let's look at I Want You Back by the Jackson 5. Now for me, this is one of my favourite bass lines, not only from a groove and sound point of view, but also just the way the actual bass line's constructed around the major scale is just, for me, just a great example of how the major scale can be used to create a fantastic bass line. And what I'm going to do in this lesson is show you exactly how really it unlocked a lot of doors for me, this particular bass line. So before we go any further, I want to just show you an A flat major scale, okay? Because this tune is in A flat major, and it's important that you can visualize the A flat major scale on the fretboard before we jump into the riff, okay? So just to get started with this major scale, it's from the 4th fret of the E string. And as with anything on bass, it's just the good old major scale starting on the 2nd finger, okay? So it's A flat, B flat, C, D flat, E flat, F, G, and A flat. Root, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and octave, okay? So it's really important you can visualize that. So let's check out the actual riff in case you've never heard it before, which would be weird, but I'm sure some people haven't heard it out there. And if you want to check out the original, search for Wilton Felder, the original isolated bass track. You can find that on YouTube. Very cool. So this is what it sounds like. So that's the vibe, and you can hear that we're playing it in unison with the piano, which is really, really cool. So before we go any further, I want to map out the harmony of the 4 bars so you can fully understand what's going on in the bass line, because it's really imperative that we understand the harmony of the bass line, okay, and why it works so well. So this sequence is 4 bars long, okay, and we're in the key of A flat major. So we have 1 bar of A flat, and then we have a bar of D flat. It's actually D flat 6, but we'll just leave it as D flat, and then we've got F minor to A flat over C, and then to D flat, to A flat, bit of a squeeze, and then in the last bar we've got B flat minor to E flat 7 to A flat. Okay, so that's the 4 bars. Obviously it's in 4/4. The A flat's worth 4 beats, the D flat's worth 4 beats. Each of these chords is worth 1 beat. The B flat and the E flat, and then the A flat right at the end squashed up is worth 2 beats, okay? So this sounds like A flat, 2, 3, 4, D flat, 2, 3, floor, F, C, D flat, A flat, B minor, E flat, A flat. Again, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so that's what the chords are. That's what the piano players or the guitar player is going to be doing within the tune. And the bass line outlines this absolutely perfectly, okay? So what I'm going to do now is just deconstruct the bass line really slowly, and we're going to be talking about how it fits in with this sequence, okay? So it starts off with the A flat. 1, 2, 3, floor. 1, 2, 3, ba-do-ba-dee-bop. And then it hits the D flat, okay? So let's talk about that little 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now remember what I said at the beginning of this lesson. It's really important that you can visualize that A flat major scale because it's going to help you. So we hit the A flat on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then we hit there's a little run up into the D flat, and the D flat is kind of anticipated. So what we do here, that run up, okay, that is, we go to the B and we slide into the C. Okay, now what is that C? Let's just do this so you can see what I'm fully doing here. The A flat, the chord tones are, we'll do root downwards, okay? So root, A flat, C, E flat, and then, well, we've just got, it's just a triad. So we've got the root, we've got the third, and then we've got the fifth. Okay, so we're sliding into the third. So we hit the root, 2, 3. So we slide from the B to the C, and then hit the E flat, which is the fifth. 1, 2, 3. And then we hit the 13th or the 6th, which is an F. And that's a commonly used note on major chords. Okay, Carol Kay is a big fan of the 6th, of the 13th. Okay, so on major chords you can use 13ths a lot of the time. It gives a real gospel feel to it. So imagine if it was. That's the F, that 13th. It gives that real gospel, you know. Comes from the pentatonic as well. Real gospel sound to it, okay? So again, remember you've got the tab and the notation for this, okay, guys? You've got the tab and notation. Make sure you've got it up in front of you when I'm talking about this. So we're hitting that A flat. 2, 3. Okay? So slide from the minor third into that third, that's C, E flat, F, and then land on that D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So what I would do if I was you, and what I recommend all my students, to all my students, is when you're learning riff like this, break it down into smaller sections. Don't tackle the entire riff all at once, okay? Break it down into smaller sections and then it's more manageable. So the first section you should be concentrating on is this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 4. So just get used to that. You don't have to play it as fast as I am. You can play it slower. Even slower. Okay, so that's just that first bar, and then the D flat again is anticipated. So Okay, so on here we've got bam, 2, 3, ba do ba do ba, 2, 3 ba do ba. So we're still in that bar of the D flat with this next run. And all it is it's just a run up to the D flat from the B flat. So B flat, C, D flat, boo-da-dee. It's using notes. Remember when I said you need to know and visualize that A flat major scale? This is exactly why, because it's just showing how the bass line is constructed from the A flat major scale. Boo-da-dee. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the next bit, but we'll get to that in a minute, okay? 1, 2, 3, from the top. And again, loop it round, okay? Let's loop it, just that whole section. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so okay. Now after you've hit that D flat, then we've got a chromatic run up to the F, okay? We're aiming for the F chromatically. This is like a James Jamerson thing. It's like Motown, you know, just chromatic approach notes all over the place. So let's just get it to the F, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So again, the chromatic run is we hit the D flat, we're going to go to the F next. We've got D, E flat, E, F. Fingering wise, I play 3, 4, 1, 1. You can also play it like this, D, E flat, E, F. But I specifically played it like this because as a student I really wanted to understand how it all fit within the major scale. Okay? It was really important for me that I wanted to see how it all fit within the major scale. And when I was playing down here, it took me out of this pattern. Okay? So you could play. You know, from the open D to that F there, and I'm sure Wilton, the original bass player, probably did do that. But I like this because it just visually keeps me within that major scale, okay? So from a learning perspective, it was really good for me. Okay, now when you hit that F, let's loop it round 4 times, go into that F, and then we're going to hit the easy bit, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, and again. 2, 3, and again. 2, 3, last time. Okay, what's really slow? 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, once more. Okay, so once we get to that F, and it's hitting on that downbeat as well. Bon, bon, one. Okay, it just literally plays the bass notes F, C, D flat, A flat. The A flat is anticipated. Bam, boom, bad, bo. Okay, so. And again, I'm keeping it within that shape. It was really important for me to keep it within that shape. F, C, D flat, A flat, B flat, E flat, A flat, boom, boom, bam. Okay, so boom, bam, bam. Okay, so the B flat is on the beat, the E flat is anticipated, and the A flat is anticipated. So again, we've got on the beat, on the beat, on the beat, anticipated, on the beat, anticipated, anticipated. So it would sound like, and if you struggle with these syncopated style bass lines, if you're a rock player and you haven't played many of these, it's tough sometimes because you're so used to that, the things being on the downbeat, that all these anticipations can throw you off a little bit, which is why when I'm working with rock players, I instantly try and get them learning bass lines like this, the old Motown style bass lines, because there's a lot of syncopations in there and they develop a lot of, you know, the rhythmic feels gets developed a lot more. So well, let's just clap this out, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, bum, bum, but bum, okay? Bum, bum, but bum, but it sounds like this. Bum, bum, but bum, bum, actually, E flat is on the downbeat. Boom, boom, ba. Okay, down, down, up. So let me just, I'll give you a visual reference for that, okay? What D for downbeat, A for anticipated. D, 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 anticipated, downbeat, downbeat, anticipated. That's just off the top of my head. Okay, so it's going to sound like bum, bum, but bum, but bum, boom, but bum, but bum, boom, but bum, but last time. And I'm counting on the downbeats with my foot as well, okay? Again, it sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. Boom, 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 da. Boom, 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 da. Boom, 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 da. Da, do, dee, boom, boom, do, dee. And Wilton also played this cool little on the end, I think every second time he played it. Bum, boom, but, boom, 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 ba, boom, so it's just E flat, F, A flat, F, A flat, and I. You can pick it all. You could, if you were sticking within the major scale, or within that pattern. Okay, you can mess around with different ways of fingering that. The most important thing is, from a harmonic standpoint, as we were talking about earlier, it's using the sixth. Gives it that, again, that, you know, that gospel vibe. So, let's play the entire bass line 4 times slow, 4 times up to speed, and then we'll do it along with the track, okay? So let's do it 4 times slow. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even slower. Speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then you can put that in at the top if you want. Now, we're going to play it along with the track now, but before I do, I want to mention the chromatic runs, okay? Specifically that one. For me, I don't play all notes equal. I'm not playing ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I'm playing bo-do-ba-do-do-da. Okay, so it's not all ba-da-da, ba-da-da-da. It's this instead. Bo-do-da, bo-do-do-da. Okay, so there's, you know, I'm ramping up to the full velocity. Okay, 2, 3, 2, 2, take it, okay, it's not, you know, ba 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 ba. So really mess around with the velocity of the notes, you know, and the dynamics of the notes. Try and get it so it's not all really monotonal. So let's finally have a listen to that with the track and try and get a groove for it. Then it goes into this other great. You know, this other great example of how a major scale can be used to create a bass line. But hopefully, guys, you've got a really, you know, a thorough insight into how this bass line is constructed, not only from a rhythmical point of view, but from a harmonic point of view as well, because it's really important that we understand all this so we can take this knowledge and apply it to what we do. It's the knowledge, right? It's, you know, there's a ton of people out there that can tap and slap and do all this crazy stuff, but this is the stuff that will get you gigs. It's the knowledge, you know, it's why there's, you know, thousands, millions of people out there that can play a zillion notes an hour, but there's, you know, only a few bass players that can really take care of business and understand things from a harmonic point of view, and they're the guys that are getting the calls for the gigs because they know how to slip into any situation, and they've got great ears as well, and they're the full package, you know. So, and that's what I want you to be. I'm trying to give you this so I can make you the full package when it comes to being a bass player and musician. Let's get on with the next one. The 2015 Kickstarter challenge.
Hey everybody.
Hey guys.
Hi everybody.
Hello all. Hello